Hey everyone, so right now it's actually Thursday, so once again recording a little bit late, but not too much has really happened earlier in the week. Yesterday was mostly a day of me just waiting for two things to get delivered, and let's just say right towards when I was actually getting ready to record some videos yesterday, like a couple of things showed up or came up, and I was, even when it was getting a little bit late, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and record a video. And right when I was about to, it started like really raining, like it was really loud, and there was a storm, and there was also a small chance of a tornado. So I had to make sure, to watch the weather later that night. And I ended up actually taking a little nap, and then I ended up watching the news, and it looks like there was no tornadoes, at least not, anywhere close to where I am. And then I ended up falling asleep. I took a nap, and I actually slept for a good 6 hours. I think I slept or fell asleep around 10:30 and woke up at like 4:30, so 6 hours. So pretty good. I didn't really get a full night's of sleep, but right now it's like 8:30 in the morning, and I tried to fall asleep like 45 minutes ago, but no matter what, I could not fall asleep. I just couldn't. And man, I need to turn it down. It's a little bit bright on this camera, but I'll mess around with it later, probably through the video editing. Plus, some of the video has turned up a little bit too dark on the last couple of videos, but so nothing too much has really happened. I'm really excited for today just because I ordered something, and it was something that was on sale, and I'm really excited to get it. The only problem is that I bought a couple of things, and let's just say I wasn't planning to buy those things, but I thought, you know what, I've been waiting for this blah 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 to get on sale for a while, and it hasn't gotten on sale, at least for quite a while, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and spend my money on these two other things. And then, a day later, or on that very same day I ordered that stuff, the thing I was waiting to get on sale was finally on sale, and it was on an even better sale than I thought. So I went ahead and got that, so I need to make sure I have enough money to be able to pay for the cable and internet bill, but other than that, it's not really much of a big deal. Just ended up spending a lot of money on a lot of small things, but well, here in a little bit, there's probably gonna be some people coming by to install some new furniture. Let's just say my mom, somebody that she knows, that goes to the place that she works at, like an average customer, let's just say, he's in need of furniture. Recently, he went through a divorce or something, and he doesn't really have any furniture. And we're gonna be giving him our old furniture, and we're going to be getting some new furniture, which, she already put the down payment. It's like one of those ones where you, like, rent, and it's for, like, 6 months, I think, and after that you have a chance to pay it off, and, the longer you wait, the higher the interest rate is. But should be getting some new furniture. I really, really hope it's not a scenario where those people come by to install their furniture right as I'm about to record a video, because that's the one thing I hate. Sometimes, right when I'm about to record a video, something happens. Just something happens. I mean, at least, I don't have to worry about anyone walking in on me since I got a sign on my door. And, nobody has really actually walked in on me when I've recorded anything while having that sign up. So that has actually turned out to be something really helpful, and it was only like $1.97 for that sign, so it was definitely well worth it. And this is another reason I want to get far ahead and get a lot of these videos recorded ahead of time. There are going to be some videos that I just can't record ahead of time, like E-News. You really can't. But, for some videos, I'm going to try to, get like 2 weeks to a month's worth of videos recorded, so then I could be ahead of time. And when things like this come up and things get in the way, then I don't have to worry as much. Because I've had times when I've had one of those days where I've had everything cleared off, and I was, getting ready to do a lot of videos and a lot of stuff, but then something big came up and got in the way, and it's like, oh crap, this stuff just had to happen on this particular day. But, oh yeah, but the main thing is that here in a little bit, well, not a little bit, but at 12, well, not 12:30, why do I keep on thinking 12:30, but at 12, my uncle's gonna come pick me up, because I have to go help him move furniture around and stuff, because he's moving. So, kind of excited for that, but kind of not. I really don't know. He didn't really tell me how long it's going to be, but then again, those kind of things you may never know. It could be 4 hours, it could be 8 hours, it could be a little bit more than 8 hours. Hopefully not more than 8 hours, because I want to get home, because I ordered something, and I'm excited to finally get it, and I just want to come home and just open it up and just have some fun. But, the only problem is there's a good chance that when I get home, I'm probably going to be either worn out or just simply tired, because I only got 6 hours of sleep, and for whatever reason I couldn't fall asleep earlier, even when I tried to. Or I'm just going to be like super filthy, and I'm just going to need like a really big shower, and then I'm probably going to be so relaxed, maybe sleepy afterwards. Don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on, and I'll talk to you guys probably when I get home. Hey, what's up guys? So right now it's It's about 2 in the afternoon and my uncle still hasn't contacted me, so I really don't know what's going on. Maybe something came up. I hope he's okay overall. So I might end up actually having to help him tomorrow with the moving process and everything. But on the plus side, the thing that I ordered a couple of days ago that came today finally came, and here it is. Now, as you can tell, it's a PC version, and it's physical copy instead of downloadable, which is what most people go for. But it was the same price of the downloadable copy, and I believe it does come with an origin code. So it's like, well, it's pretty much like a digital copy, but you get the physical copy. And, you know, it's the same price, so why not? It's really just a matter of waiting, because, you know, some people just can't wait a couple of days for it to ship. Some people just want it ASAP. And, you know, me, I'm a very patient person on some things. I'm pretty reasonable on that stuff. And since I got free 2-day shipping, so I mean, yeah, if I had to wait a week like a lot of other people, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I would have probably went for the digital copy. But I'm probably going to go ahead and actually get it installed and stuff and get it at least ready. And it's a very big game because it's like 50 gigs. And that's the other reason I'm saying that this requires it gives you an origin code. It even says on the back of it that the origin code may be only registered to one account, which, I mean, everyone knows that that's used Origin and registered any games on there. But other than that, yeah. So Titanfall's around like 50 gigs, and I think with the most recent updates, it's like 65 gigs. And I know for a fact, since this is DVD, even if it was dual layered, it's nowhere close enough to be able to fit that on there. And the only format that can really fit 50 gigabyte discs is Blu-ray. And yeah, PC games are put on DVD still, and they're not on Blu-ray. They should probably move up to Blu-ray. I don't know if they're still going to make physical copies of games a thing on the PC, which is the least likely compared to consoles. You know, consoles, you see physical copies of games all the time, but if it's going to be physical for PC, it probably needs to be Blu-ray. And that's why a lot of physical copies of games actually come with a Steam code or an Origin code to register the game, because, well, they can't fit everything on the disc, but for some reason, you know, they still sell them. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm going to go ahead and at least install it, because it's going to take a long time. So yeah, I'll probably talk to you guys later today, and I'll tell you guys if my uncle calls me or not, or, you know, just to see how things turn out. So right now I'm laying back on my bed. This is like the wall where I'm usually, like, my head is towards, like, my pillow is like underneath my, like, back a little bit, just because I'm laying against the wall just to be able to record this. But anyways, so it's Thursday night, and, you know, it's been not that bad. The guys dropped off the furniture earlier, the recliner, and it turned out actually better than expected. I didn't get to see it, you know, when they picked it out, but the recliner is actually not that bad, and to think that we're going to be getting other recliners pretty soon, that made me worry, the idea of getting 2 sets of recliners, and it just made me very nervous, because these are like 2 recliners in one, and even though recliners are nice and everything, the biggest worry was, you know, what happens if someone is spending the night and needs a place to lay down and sleep, or if someone just simply wants to lay down, you know what I mean? The recliner that we got right now, you know, the other one, we're waiting for them to come back in stock and then get that. The one that we have right now is really, really nice. The one that got delivered today, it's, you know, it's 2 recliners in one, and it doesn't have a thing in the middle, and it's a little bit longer than most recliners. So the great thing about it is because there's no thing in the middle, and because it's longer than most recliners, it's pretty much doable as far as you can actually lay on it and sleep there. So that's really nice, you know. And the great thing is that the tilt on the things that pop out for your legs to lay on, those things are remote controlled. So you could basically move it around until you get to like the perfect angle for your back and your legs and everything, which is really nice, because the ones that have manual control, that have that thing that you like pull back, those things get really worn out over time, and you can never get the perfect angle. And if you do, it's not going to be for very long, because if you barely just lean forward or back, it's just going to just collapse or something. So, you know, that's the great thing about these. And I know that, you know, my mom's boyfriend, he has back problems. You know, it's always good to, you know, find a good place or posture and weight to actually lay down that's good for your back. And this is going to be great for that. And the fact that people can lay down on it is all great. But anyways, as for my uncle, he said he started feeling sick last night, so that's why he didn't end up having me help him move anything. And hopefully he'll be better tomorrow, because, you know, tomorrow's Friday, and let's just say tomorrow is supposed to be like the best day of the week, and let's just say, you know, on Saturday, Sunday, and so on and so forth, the weather is supposed to get ridiculously crazy. So if we're gonna move all that stuff, yeah, probably want to try to do it all tomorrow, or at least most of it, before the weather gets hectic and crazy. So that's that, and the guy that was coming by to pick up the furniture that, you know, we're giving the furniture to, he ended up not coming by, which kind of sucked because I actually ended up staying up really, really late because it's almost midnight, and I ended up staying up, you know, basically waiting for him to come by and pick it up, and, you know, he's going to pick it up sometime tomorrow. He's not going to pick it up today. And it's like, oh, so I spent all that time waiting for pretty much nothing, and I could have been sleeping because I was so sleepy because I didn't get full 8 hours of sleep last night. But I was probably going to have to stay up anyways because I had like 3 videos uploaded today, and I had to make sure to put in the annotations for the outros for the anime channel and the main channel, and, you know, and make sure to get the description and everything done correctly and the tags and all that stuff. And also the video for the main channel, I had to make sure to upload it on Dailymotion as well, which it ended up uploading a crap ton quicker on Dailymotion. It's funny because I started uploading on YouTube 20 minutes before I even started uploading it on Dailymotion, so the fact that, you know, it was still able to upload much quicker is pretty big surprise. And the fact that the videos are in better quality too, it's like, wow, YouTube, you could be so much better. I mean, just, yeah, anyways. So I was going to probably have to stay up anyways, and hopefully that does get better. And I installed Titanfall, haven't played any of it yet, but my internet's been having issues within the last couple of minutes, and it's something on my internet service provider's end because, let's just say my friend, he lives in a different area, but he has the exact same ISP, and he's having the exact same issues as me. So it's probably something on my internet service providers, and they're probably testing something out or messing around, maybe making some slight changes on the hardware or something else, or the way they have their infrastructure or something. But, you know, one thing that's interesting is that even though my download and upload are like cut in half right now, the ping is like super low, and that's actually better because that's like response time in terms of internet. And the lower it is, the most quicker it is, and it's better for video games and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so today's been a decent day. It's been interesting. A lot of stuff going on, you know, small things. And yeah, so yeah, as far as like, you know, the internet and the thing with my uncle, I will let you guys know how things go in the morning. Hey, what's up, everyone? So right now it's Saturday in the morning. My voice is a little bit worn out. Let's just say I spent a lot of time staying up with a few people in Google Hangouts. Had a lot of fun. It was definitely worth it. But so it's Saturday morning, and let's just say yesterday was a pretty decent day. Earlier in the morning, let's just say when my uncle, when I was planning to actually go help him move some stuff, he really didn't seem like he wanted me to. Like it was a very complicated situation, and let's just say, you know, that he's a very hard person to understand, and this is something that my mom's been saying for ages, and when I was younger I didn't quite agree, and then, you know, now I'm kind of starting to realize it, you know, and, you know, it's really, really hard to get a read on him and know what's going through his head and to really understand him. So, let's just say I text him once in the morning, and I probably didn't respond to his first text until like probably about an hour after he messaged me, but shortly afterwards, you know, I replied back, and then I basically set like at least half a dozen alarms on my phone, making it to where they go off like once every probably 20-30 minutes. So then that way, you know, I could pretty much go to sleep for a few hours, and then the alarms were going to go off. And then what was going to happen was that, let's say when I wake up, you know, the alarm goes off and I check my phone. If he hasn't texted me, go back to sleep. And then when the next alarm goes off, check my phone. If he hasn't texted me, then go back to sleep. And just keep on doing that until he actually messages me, and then reply back, and then wait till the next alarm. And just keep on doing that so then I could potentially get as much sleep as possible, even though I know kind of waking up and going back to sleep is kind of a bad thing. But, you know, it really, really didn't seem like he needed my help or anything, or he was too busy, or maybe something came up. Maybe he was just overwhelmed with something. I mean, I really, really don't know. And, you know, even shortly afterwards, you know, he asked my mom, like, what our address is, which he could have just asked me. I know what our address is. But even then, he didn't really, like, say anything that really indicated that he wanted me to go over there to help him move. And I don't know. Maybe today he's going to actually, you know, want me to go help him. And if so, then that's great. But other than that, I hope, you know, we could at least get something done soon. But But anyway, so, yesterday was a decent day. I played a little bit Titanfall. I think it was actually the day before Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And I didn't play really that much. I wanted to go and wait till a little bit later. And plus, there was a couple of things I was waiting to unlock, and I knew it was going to be a bit time consuming to unlock them. And today I'm probably going to be doing some Titanfall with a couple of friends. Let's just say it started with, just, a couple of people want to play together, and then suddenly there's a few other people that also wanted to play, and then, before you know, a whole bunch of people want to play Titanfall together. So it looks like something that's going to be really fun, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to try to do a couple of videos today if I can, depending, the whole thing with my uncle. And then I will, afterwards, play some Titanfall. So that's going to be very exciting. It's going to be really, really fun, and I'm really, really happy about that. And I'm still happy I got it for such a good deal. And yeah, so I mean, nothing too interesting really been going on, but I'm going to try to do some videos at least today, and maybe, if I don't edit them or don't have time to edit them, then I'll try to, spend Sunday editing them at least, and, try to get enough videos taken care of for, like the start of the new week, and, hopefully Saturday turns out to be a good day, and I really hope things go well. And also promise that later I will show you guys the new furniture that we got. I'm still, I was a little bit nervous at first, but I'm happy to see that the one thing I was fearing would be a problem from them is something that won't be a problem. So I'm really, really happy about that, and they look nice, and yeah, really, really excited. And it's still hard to believe we're going to be getting another recliner set. I really don't know what they're called. I'm guessing recliner sets, basically 2 recliners in one. So so that's really, really great. And my internet's working perfectly fine. Not too long ago, it was acting really weird. It was on and off, on and off, on and off. Like, I kid you not, like once or twice every minute. Like, that wasn't an exaggeration. That was realistic right there. But, it was really, really interesting. And at least the internet's working now. It's, way better today. So, but that was still interesting, Maybe they're looking to make some improvements. Maybe they're doing some else. You never know about that stuff. I was tempted to actually call them an ask, but, maybe it would have been better if I actually didn't do that. But, yeah, so today's been an okay day. Hopefully tomorrow will be better, and looking forward to Sunday, and so on and so forth. And I feel like there's something missing, and I haven't really talked about. I really don't know. But, other than that, I gotta hurry, because this camera is about to die, and I will definitely be talking to you guys later today. Hey guys, so sorry for recording this video a little bit late. Let's just say there's been a couple of crazy things going on within the last couple of days. I've been pretty busy actually, and this week's definitely been better than most weeks, and it's way better than last week, and things are going pretty good. And what I've been focusing on is just really going back to doing videos regularly and just being consistent again. And I did some math, and I tried to figure out exactly, if I wanted to make videos on all the channels that I plan to do videos for, how often would I have to do videos, like how many videos I'd have to do throughout the week. And it came out to an average of 2 videos a day, which is a lot. It's a lot, and it's going to be time consuming, but, a while from now, I should be able to do it because things will be more efficient, and I hopefully will have a capture card for gameplay, and that will save me some time and resources, and also I should have a better graphics card, which will save me hours of rendering videos, which that will be really, really great. And, it's definitely something that's going to be achievable later down the line. Now, I've looked for ways to really try to improve the video quality of my videos, and, it looks like there are some ways I could really make some improvements, make it look much better. And the only problem is that I really can't do it right now because it makes the videos take way longer to render. Man, I can't imagine how long, well, actually, I can't imagine, but I don't want to imagine the videos taking any longer than they already do to render. And I'm at least happy to see that these particular videos don't take as much time just because the audio quality is better. And I'm so happy about that. I really, really am. And sorry, guys, I didn't get to show you guys the recliners, but let's just say people have been sleeping on them pretty often lately. And it's really, really hard to resist them recliners just because they're so comfortable, and the fact that it has a remote control and you could change the way it's angled and the way you lay back in it, just get the perfect angle and everything is really nice. And, I'll try to show you guys that next week. And I really do appreciate you guys that have been watching these videos. I really, really do. I'm not just saying that. I extremely do, and I'm quite surprised, honestly. And, I've been going back to doing at least, more than, just these videos every single week. I'm going to try to do videos more consistently on this channel. And things are going pretty good so far. And I have a couple of videos already scheduled and recorded for the upcoming week. And I'm going to have to re-upload a video from last week simply because, or technically this week, depending on when you watch this, simply because the video did not really get very many views, or like very, very few of them. And it's probably because I uploaded on a different day than I normally would for that particular series of videos. So I'm going to try to upload on Tuesday, and hopefully things will go well. And yeah, so not too much other has been going on. This week's been much better than most, at least the last couple of weeks, and things are getting better. Happy to go back to doing videos consistently. Hopefully it stays this way. And there's a lot of things I want to do, and I'm so happy I was able to get Titanfall for such a great deal. And I'm going to try to live stream pretty soon. And I'm happy to see things, go fine that way. And I did some math, and if I, later down the line, I should be able to do an average of 2 videos every single day. And it's something that's certainly going to be achievable as far as coming up with the ideas and occasional videos that will be much more time consuming than most videos. And I'm not quite so sure about. But in general, I should be able to do that and possibly live stream every single day if I could, which honestly, I don't know if I want to live stream every day, but, at least I want to get started very soon and do it pretty consistently. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I really, really can't wait to see how things go for the upcoming week. Things are getting better, and I'm really, really happy to see that, occasionally things might get bumpy, but, all you got to do is just keep on going forward. So thank you again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.